your preferred host radio. We can, the number one for every home and soul. In Ibadan, we play the leading role. Wells Radio, we keep it whole. Oh yeah, yeah.
Efile Emayikuro, Wells Radio 89.3 FM. Níbẹ̀ gangan lẹ́wà.
Top of the morning to you. Thank you for joining us. Today, Monday, the first day in the month of December 2025. We're grateful to God for the gift of life that we have. And of course, we're also very grateful to God for all our listeners that also have the opportunity to turn on their radio again this morning. And of course, to hear my voice on 89.3 FM Wells Radio, your preferred wholesome radio. We're broadcasting live from Wells Broadcasting House along Alafin Avenue, Oluyole Estate, Ibadan, the capital of your state. We say thank you once again. And of course, it's been 12 whole months of quality radio broadcast right here on this platform. And we're also very grateful to you for standing by with us and making it possible through the help of God. We pray that this month will definitely be a great one for all of us. God has been there for us all month, and of course, He is not going to fail now. Definitely, He will be with us until the end of the year. Amen. This is Perspectives Unlimited. We're broadcasting live to you from 89.3 FM. This is a program where we bring you beyond the news and help you understand stories in the dailies even better. We have major Nigerian dailies right in the studio this morning. The Punch is here, The Guardian, and of course, the Vanguard. From the three of them, top stories will be coming your way this morning. Remember to join us live on our Facebook page. There you can watch, join us, and of course, like, comment, and drop your own feedback and perspectives on any of our programs, and most importantly, on this program going on right now, Perspectives Unlimited. Once again, thank you for joining us. Let's begin with the Vanguard for today. On the Vanguard newspaper on page 10, Dangote refinery to supply 1.5 billion liters of petrol monthly. It's on page 10. And of course, FDI loses ground despite surge in inflow. It's on page 22 of the Vanguard. On page 8, presidency to Obasanjo, terrorism took root under your watch. Now, moving on to the major story on page 5, insecurity, bandits unleash terror in Kogi, Kano, Sokoto, Kwara. writers to the story. The first one says Nigerian schools need security education now. Says Shoyinka. Be courageous to tackle insecurity. Reconcile Nigerians. Bakari tells Tinubu. We will rescue all Legibe church victims, says Kogi government. And of course, on page 6, Niger kidnappings. Church confirms 4 children of catechists among victims. 4 children. It is well. Moving on to page 11. Ambassador designate mixed reactions. Trail Ipiazu Uguayi orders nomination. On page 11. The new tax regime may trigger capital flight, says the ex-NACCIMA chair. Abacha loot EFCC seizes Malami's passport. On page 26. Olusoso Solusu landfill site to be shut in 18 months, says Lagos State government. And finally here, delayed trials under rule of law, Governor Yusuf. You find that on the Vanguard for today. Let's move on to the Punch. Bandits kidnap 490 in 2 weeks. Mona cleric bride sees a new raid. Presidency reject Obasanjo's call for foreign help. On page 7, insecurity. State assemblies move to debate state police. On page 7. That sounds like it sounds like a good news actually. Hopefully, whatever we get out of this will be what we expect, or what a lot of Nigerians expect when it comes to state policing or security locally. Now to education. Federal government ASU enter talks on 40% pay rise. On page 29. Now to the top story, or the major story on the front page. Crude for loans. NNPCL battles 8 trillion naira outstanding debt. 213,000 barrels daily withheld for loan servicing. Refinery rehabilitation adds 1.4 trillion naira to NNPCL's loan burden. Now let's move on to page 51. 828 million liters of petrol imported to avert nationwide shortage. 2027, I won't settle for VP slots, says Amechi. And that's all we have this morning on the Punch. But the photo of the Chief of Defense Staff is here with a quote. The nation is not only as strong as the initiative we show, the courage we carry, the understanding we build, and the loyalty we give. General Olufemi Oluyede, the Chief of Defense Staff. Now let's come to The Guardian. We have about 3 or 4 stories right there. Fresh abductions, killings test Tinubu security emergency, heightens anxiety. Dangote refinery to supply 1.5 billion liters of PMS monthly. And on page 6, 42,000 schools still vulnerable despite $30 million Safe School Funds. And that's all we can take this morning on the program, especially on the front page. Thank you for joining us this morning. Watch us live on our Facebook page, facebook.com/Wells Radio 893 FM fan page, Wells Radio 893 FM fan page on Facebook. At the same time, you can stream us live from anywhere in the world on our website, www.wellsradio893.com, and also go straight to Radio Garden, Radio Box, and other radio streaming platforms. And of course, search for 89.3 FM Wells Radio. From anywhere in the world, you will be able to listen to the program this morning. Thank you so much for joining us. To be right back. right, you're welcome back to the program. Thank you once again for joining us. Happy New Month to you. From our studio right now, it is 6:40 a.m. Today, Monday, the first day in the month of December 2025. Chukwemeka Munachiso joins me in the studio this morning. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Good morning to you. How are you doing today?
I'm doing fine by the special grace of God.
And Happy New Month to you.
Same to you.
Let's maybe I ask you, looking at Nigeria in the month of November, as much as would like to start the month on a very, very good note, but I would want you to describe the month of November in Nigeria. Say in a sentence.
To me, it was a month of wild wind. You understand? And when wild wind is blowing, it takes a lot of things with it. It was a very month of depression for those who truly love this country. It was a month that you look at what is going on in Nigeria, you get more confused. You begin to ask yourself, who did we really offend in this country? It was a month of bloodshed and tears. It was a month people became more confused. But we thank God that we are alive. You understand? Because most of the problems we have in this country, it is man-made problem. We created a problem, and God has given us all it takes to solve the problem, but we don't want to solve it. So November has come and gone, and we are here on the first day of December. And the stories we are already hearing, terrorists and bandits running amok in Kwara, Sokoto, Niger, and some of these places that are far away from this place, except Kwara. Do we continue again with what we saw in November, in December? So we are just hoping that God will step in, because we keep on calling God, even though He has given us all it takes to normalize the situation, but we refuse to do it. So I wish all our listeners happy new month, and with a prayerful heart that this upsurge in the kidnapping of Nigerians will come to an end.
Amen. That's a very big prayer. And we join our faith with yours this morning, praying that it will definitely be a great month for all of us. And just like I see on the program, some of the stories that we might be bringing your way might not be very interesting ones like that. But you know what? We don't want you to shape or decide or, change your mood. It's a new month. Let's be very positive, because we have the power to change and receive whatever we want to receive. Rather than make that, the news depress us, we should take it as a piece of information and, of course, extract our prayer point from them for our nation, Nigeria. Unfortunately, we have to start this way. Bandits unleash terror in Kogi, Kano, Sokoto, and in Kwara. Bandits in the early hours of yesterday attacked the Cherubim and Seraphim Church in Ejiba in Yagba West local government area of Kogi State, abducting the pastor, his wife, and several worshippers. The attack came as bandits in a fresh attack on Kano border community in Sanyawa local government area of Kano State killed a woman and abducted 3 other women, even as the Deputy Senate President, Senator Baril Jimbrin, charged security agencies to go after the bandits who have been terrorizing villages in the local government. The bandits also on Saturday night attacked a Chanchom village in Warner local government area of Sokoto State and abducted a bridesmaid, and several others who were preparing for a wedding the following day. This is even as the bandits who abducted Jejibara of Bayegu in the Felodo local government area of Kwara State, Alaji Kamilu Salami and his firm yesterday morning have demanded 150 million naira ransom from the community before he could be freed, while 2 of the 6 directors of the Ministry of Defense kidnapped in Kogi 3 weeks ago are still in custody of the abductors. The attack on the church in Kogi, it also learned occurred during the service as worshippers camped in different direction following sporadic gunshot by the bandits. The entire community was also said to have been thrown into chaos as the people ran to avoid being abducted or hit by the stray bullet. The pastor of the church, popularly known as Orlando, was said to have been taken away, alongside with his wife and several other members of the church. Residents described the incident as terrifying, saying the bandits stormed the community unexpectedly and left many people in shock. It's a long read. The rest of that story you're going to find on the Vanguard newspaper this morning. As a matter of fact, it's on the front page of the Vanguard. Let's move on to Presidency and Chief Olusegun Obasanjo. We won't outsource Nigeria's security. The Presidency has dismissed a recent comment credited to the former President Chief Olusegun Obasanjo, suggesting that Nigeria should seek foreign government to help stabilize its internal security, describing the position as misleading and unbecoming of a former leader who failed to act when terrorism first took root. In the strongly worded response issued on X by the special advisor to the President on Media and Communication, Sunday Diary, the Presidency said President Bola Tinubu would not outsource Nigeria's internal security to any foreign nation, insisting that the country is facing full-spectrum terrorism and requires unity and not public grandstanding. Diary said Obasanjo's remarks amounted to selective amnesia, noting that the ideological foundation and early cells of Boko Haram emerged during the former president's civilian administration, when extremist camps were allowed to organize, recruit, and consolidate. According to the Presidency, Nigeria currently confronts a complex terrorist ecosystem ranging from internal designated terror group, ISIS-linked Al-Qaeda-aligned cells across the Sahel, cross-border extremist networks, and local vigilant group masquerading as bandits. And of course, the Presidency to Obasanjo: we won't outsource Nigeria's security. And of course, what the Presidency, through the special advisor to the President on Media and Communication, Sunday Diary, called selective amnesia. And of course, going to the former President, Chief Olusegun Obasanjo. We're going to put that side by side. Bandits unleashed terror in Kogi, Kano, Sokoto, Kwara. And of course, we won't outsource Nigeria's security. Presidency to Chief Obasanjo.
Okay, I will respond to what Sonny Dara just said on the case of selective amnesia that he just mentioned. That Nigeria will not outsource its battle against insurgency or terrorists to another foreign nation. But Ayo, we outsourced the protection of pipeline to a private company, which NNPC claimed they paid 17.5 trillion to protect pipeline. Why did the Nigerian state not capable of protecting its own pipeline? Why must it outsource the protection of its own pipeline to a private company? If you are talking of outsourcing. Because what this man said this morning, Nigeria will not. Look, Obasanjo said, and you know why we are not getting closer to solution to our problem? We don't tackle the issues. We criticize people. We lampoon them. We bring them down. We paint a picture that this problem did not start with us. That was what all we did during Buhari administration, which some Nigerians refused to call administration. They still call it regime. Oh, PDP destroyed Nigeria. PDP destroyed Nigeria. Throughout 8 years, why did you come to power? You knew full well that, yes, things were not okay. You took up the mantle and you blamed PDP and left. Now we are on the same trajectory again. Oh, Boko Haram started during your time. Where do you stand to talk? Don't talk to us about Boko Haram. They took root in your. Is that what is going on in Nigeria? Is that what we are supposed to be saying? When you know that you cannot handle the situation, people are advising you seek for help, because you cannot get help unless you shout out. You cannot get help unless you act. And do you know the worrisome aspect of what is going on in our country is that the so-called men of God are speaking from both sides of the mouth. I listened to one yesterday. He said that Trump is coming because of Nigeria's oil, because Nigeria is becoming a technological hub. You look at these people, you begin to wonder what. Even one he claimed that even if you killed 10 million people, that it does not amount to genocide. People who say they represent God. Honestly speaking, Ayo, that is why when we read these things, it affects us as mentally. You know, you begin to you begin to wonder what is actually going on in our country. The man said, if you have a problem and you know you cannot fix this, why not ask for help? What is bad in that cancer? Is there anything bad in it? Because for you to ask for help is you are even ask for help, it means you are even love your people, that you want this problem to come to an end. But it is looking you in the face that you cannot handle this. Every day we hear of kidnappings, abductions here and there. And somebody is saying, for goodness sake, can you seek for foreign help? And you are reminding the person, this thing started in your regime. It took root. What is the meaning of all this? Honestly speaking, Ayo, that's why when we come here and the issue of Nigeria comes up, it is very depressing. I don't know whether it happens to you, but it does. It takes a toll on me, honestly speaking. That if there is a way for us to go for mental health, let us all go. Because when you talk about these things day in, day out, it kind of affects you in a very bad way. It affects me, honestly speaking. That's why when I'm off, I don't listen to radio again. I tune off everything that has to do with Nigeria. I just forget about it so that I will recover my sanity. Look at what we are talking about this morning. People's children look at that thing you said. 4 children of a catechist. Look at the one, the Trinity in Sokoto, about to wed. You carried both the bride and the groom and took them away. You look at the one in Kwara State. Look at the one, just look at everything going on. And somebody is giving you an advice. And you are even insulting the person that, he started with your administration. You don't have to talk to us. My mother said that a king who says that nobody should talk to him will always dance in the marketplace with feces all over his cloth. Nobody will talk to you. Are we in the best of time in Nigeria today? You are talking of unity. How can we be united in this kind of mess we are in right now? And look at what you are saying this morning, that state police creation, they have taken the debate to state national assemblies. Look, Ayo, I just pray, because some of these national state assemblies are in the pockets of the governors. It is what if the governor believes in state police, it will fly. If he does not believe in state police, forget about it. And we know that security is local. What stops Nigeria from having state police and local government police? If we have local government police, do you think that this bride and groom in Sokoto would have been taken away like that? Right from their place. Do you think it will happen? We know what to do, and we are not ready to do it. But my consolation is that the good book says, he that knows what to do and does not do it, to him it is a sin. Let them continue doing what they are doing. There is a judge that is not a Nigerian. He's not in the Supreme Court of Nigeria. He will deliver justice to all of us at the time appointed.
Let's look at this other side to the story in Kogi State. Now reacting to the attack, the Kogi State government said it had intensified surveillance and manhunt against the bandit. The Commissioner for Information and Communication, Kingsley Fanwo, said, yes, I have information to that effect, and I am also aware that security network comprising of the conventional security agencies and the local security architecture are currently doing what they should be doing. Chukwemeka, let's put the recent kidnappings and bandits attack or terrorism that we're facing, especially that we saw in the month of November, back to back to back. And I know one of the spokesperson to the president at some point said all of this is coming because of the Donald Trump threat to send military to Nigeria. Do you want to take a second thought at that? And why? It's one of the dailies this morning on the front page said bandits kidnapped 490 in 2 weeks. Yes, we've been seeing banditry kidnapping before that announcement, but right after that announcement, it's like there's just one floodgate open. You now see bandits on TikTok, on social media going live, which we usually don't see before now. In Kaduna State, a trailer, filled with bullets and some of it, spilling on the road. Yes, banditry. Yes, terrorism in the land before now. But in the last 6 weeks, or in the last 4 weeks, it's something else entirely. And the stories are also confirming 490 in 2 weeks. Those accounted for. How about those
not accounted for?
Accounted
you see,
for.
Ayo, that's why Nigeria is an interesting place. That's why we are in a huge theater of the absurd. So it is Donald Trump now that is carrying bullets in Kaduna Major Highway, and bullets were dropping. It is Donald Trump now that is telling that they are unleashing bandits and banditry on Nigerians. It is Donald Trump. That's what we are made to believe now. That because Donald Trump said, these people have become so brazen in their conduct because Nigeria has failed to do the needful. When a state negotiates, when a state apologizes to criminals, what do you think? You are emboldening them. You are look at what Bayo Ononoga said when they released these people from CAC Church in the Ruku local government area of Kwara State. They saw them. They entered into contact with them. Into contact with who? Ayo, when a state begins to deal with terrorists and criminals in that manner, they will go all. Don't be surprised that they will start using drone, because they know that Nigeria cannot do anything. When people that have a voice in this country are even saying nonsense that it is climate change that is making people that is causing the killings in Nigeria, people that you expect to be reasonable, responsible, and responsive are talking like they have no brain at all. Imagine linking banditry killings to climate change. Have you not read it in the pages of newspapers? When people are talking like that and these people are hearing, they hear what people are saying, they will keep on doing what they are doing because they know that at the end of the day, the state will come and apologize. People are talking on their behalf and nobody has been arrested. People are saying negotiate with who? What is their argument against Nigeria? What are they standing for? People are linking what is going on to Niger Delta militants. Niger Delta militants, yes, took up arms against the state because of ecological genocide that the state is committing against them. What is the people? What these bandits and terrorists? What are they talking? Are they the only unemployed youths in Nigeria? We have and look, Ayo, let me even shock you. We have not seen the end of this, because as far as government has refused to do the needful, and as far as they are shifting blames, as far as they are not telling Nigerians that look, this is as far as they don't believe that actually this is a situation where they have to confront kinetically, we will not see the end of this, because you have pampered them so long, you have shielded them, you have so much. They told you they are repented, you reintegrated them. Some of them were even paid money. You married for them, you celebrated them, and you think they will stop that business. Foul, they won't stop it, because the state is giving them. When you negotiate with them, you are making them believe that what they are doing is right.
All right, presidency to Chief Olusegun Obasanjo. Let's talk about the beginning of Boko Haram very quickly. I know that's what the presidency is saying, and at the moment that may not sound like what a lot of Nigerians want to hear.
Are we talking of the beginning or what is there now? As
Nigerians want solution at the moment. But for a moment again, let's look at that side. Boko Haram, from research says, started sometimes around 2020, year 2020, beg your pardon, 2002, 2001, 2002. And of course, the presidency is pointing fingers at Chief Olusegun Obasanjo. Let's talk about him for a moment and some of his views. This is not the first time whether the presidency or some other angles are saying, hey, you could have tackled this by yourself too. Why are you speaking? Is that why maybe Sunday Dare is saying selective amnesia at the moment? But I want us to stay with Chief Olusegun Obasanjo. His views and some of the issues we're seeing in Nigeria now, which a lot of people are saying it started with you. You didn't do anything. Why are you saying this now?
No, look, Ayo, I don't know Chief Olusegun Obasanjo from anywhere, apart from being the former president of Nigeria. But what I'm saying is this. Something started somewhere many years ago. It was as worse as it is right now. Obasanjo did his best. But are we crediting the emergence of Boko Haram to him? He did his best. And remember, Obasanjo was going around the whole country at that time. Are we in the same situation now? We are at that time? No. Look, we are not asking you when it started. The question we are asking is this: what have you done with the current situation? Because when you talk of how it started, this man did it, you are shifting blame. You are not ready to confront what is looking you in the face.
All right, Chukwemeka, let's
So
take
that
a
is
break.
it.
Yeah. Let's take a break very quickly. When we come back right after the break, another interesting story here. Federal government will soon review terrorism financiers. You want to see their names? Well, I'd like to read it too. Insecurity, state assemblies move to debate state police. We'll look at that and more when we come back right after the break. Stay with us.
Confirm payment. I have been waiting for the past 1 hour. I'm so sorry. Our network is slow. I will just run out of data. Same excuse yesterday. It is unacceptable, please. You better switch to One Data Internet Service. One Data? Yes, One Data. One Data is an internet service provider with the best alternative and solution for unlimited speed. One Data provides fast and reliable internet service to organizations, homes, and places of interest in Nigeria. With One Data, you get to enjoy the premium internet service with dedicated unlimited internet speed at all times, 24/7 fantastic customer service and support, and you enjoy a 1-month free subscription when you make payment. Now is the time to say goodbye to downtimes. Sign up with One Data today on 0811 223 2671 or visit www.onedata.ng for more inquiries. One Data, unlimited speed.
Christ Ambassadors International College is a private, co-educational Christian day and boarding school located at Alafin Avenue, Oluyole Estate, Ibadan. We offer a blend of Nigerian and British curricula designed to nurture global leaders with godly values. With world-class facilities, exciting co-curricular programs, exceptional pastoral care, and outstanding academic results, we ensure your child's dream becomes a reality. Our entrance examination for 2026-2027 academic session will hold on Saturday, 14th February 2026 at 8 a.m. For inquiries, please call 0704 530 8414 or 0814 177 2806 or visit www.christambassadorscollege.com. Christ Ambassadors International College, nurturing global and godly scholars.
The Financial Services Regulation Coordinating Committee, FSRCC, in collaboration with the National Broadcasting Commission, NBC, wishes to draw the attention of the public to the activities of illegal financial operators, IFOs, which threaten public trust and the stability of the Nigerian financial system. The general public is hereby advised to refrain from dealing with unlicensed financial operators who deceive individuals with unrealistically high investment returns. Verify the licensing status of such schemes on these websites: www.cbn.gov.ng, www.nicom.gov.ng, www.pencom.gov.ng, www.sec.gov.ng, www.fsrcc.gov.ng. To report any suspicions of illicit financial activities, call CBN 0817-665-7060, 0707-338-4828, SEC 0209-462-1168. Announcer, FSRCC.
Mo wọlé dé o, Kérésì ti dé, ó tún ti yá o, ẹ tú yàyà wá. Ayẹyẹ tó gbajúmọ̀ tó gbafẹ́, níbo láti ṣẹlẹ̀ ṣẹgbọ́n, níbo ló ti máa dùn tẹ́ mọ́. West Radio 89.3 FM kọ̀ǹgà kan máa gbẹ. Bàbá Kérésì dé o, kọ̀ǹgà kan máa gbẹ. West Radio 89.3 FM Aláàfin Avenue ní Ìbàdàn ló wà. Kọ̀ǹgà kan máa gbẹ. Ìyẹn lólúyọ̀lé estate wa. Ìyẹn ní Ìbàdàn nílé Olúyọ̀lé wa. Kọ̀ǹgà kan máa gbẹ. Ayẹyẹ Bàbá Kérésì wa ti dé.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
Daddy, hear that music. Christmas is coming.
I can hear it too. Are you ready for this year's Christmas?
Only if I can meet Father Christmas for real. Not the cartoon, not the TV, but the real one.
So you want the real Father Christmas?
Yes, Daddy. The one that talks and laughs like ho ho ho.
Then get ready because we are going somewhere special this year.
Where? Tell me now.
Yes,
Father Christmas is here again. It's the Wells Radio 89.3 FM Father Christmas Fiesta 2025. 3 beautiful days of joy, color, laughter, and unforgettable family moments. Date 11th, 12th, and 13th December 2025. Time 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. daily. Venue Wells Radio 89.3 FM Alafin Avenue, Oluyole Estate, Ibadan. Bring your children for a heartwarming Christmas experience. Fun activities, exciting games, beautiful memories, and loads of gifts to be won. Gate fee 4,000 naira only. Tickets are now available for sale. You can now book in advance ahead of the event days. To reserve your ticket, please call 0903 936 8185. Sponsored by Juniors International and Christ Ambassadors International Group of Schools, Zoe Specialist Mission Hospital, supported by Omoyo Property and Management Consult, Honeydew Restaurant, Oluyole, Ibadan, Chalk Boy, Comfort Kitchen, Alpha Photos, Challenge Ibadan, Jasper Creative, Big Apple Schools, Olukunle Junction, Ibadan, J Crown Stores, Orogun, Ibadan, Bamraj Food and Beverage Nigeria Limited, Leadway Victory School, Orogun, Ibadan, Olumes Dimes Plaza, Are Junction, Ibadan, Brunel Supermarket, Oluyole Estate, Friendly Top Filling Station, Oluyole Estate, and JP Ugochem Nigerian Enterprises. Wells Radio Father Christmas Fiesta 2025, where the fun of Christmas becomes real.
Daddy, I can't wait to tell him my story.
And he's ready to hear it, my love.
Brings us together like never before.
89.3 FM, your preferred wholesome radio.
Welcome back to the program. Thank you for joining us. Still Perspectives Unlimited, Wells Radio 89.3 FM, Alafin Avenue, Oluyole Estate here in Ibadan, the capital of your state. You're welcome back to the program. From the studio, it is 7 minutes or 7:08 this morning. So if you're still at home and you need to catch up with an appointment at 8, do that very quickly. 0916 893 1000. 0915 333 893 and 0911 333 893. Again, the studio lines 0916 893 1000, 0915 333 893 and 0911 333 893. Studio lines to call us in this morning. Happy New Month to you once again. Before the break, we read to you the major story on the Vanguard. Insecurity, bandits unleash terror in Kogi, Kano, Sokoto, and in Kwara State. And also presidency to Obasanjo, we won't outsource Nigeria's security. Do Nigerians want the security situation outsourced to foreign countries, organization? That you can also join the perspective this morning. And let's have your view on that one. Do you align with Chief Olusegun Obasanjo's views, or you're standing with the presidency that no to foreign support on this matter? Good morning to you. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning to you. All right, please do call us back. Do call us back or use the alternative numbers 0916 893 or 0915 333 893 0915 334 893. Use the alternative number and let's talk. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Yes, good morning
Happy
to you.
New Month.
Happy New
Happy
Month.
New Month.
That's Mr. Tayo.
Yeah, you are right. Absolutely right.
Good morning.
How is my friend, Mr. Chukwuemeka, over there?
Your friend is doing well. Good morning.
Thank you very much. God bless you. Yes, you know, you have not said anymore. I'm so surprised about the way you people who press pen always alive whatever about yourself. Why? He brought this country down now. I think that he handed over to Awolowo or Abiola, or he supported Abiola. He goes to Harare to take the whole world that Abiola is not the giant desires. And now you keep on repeating or saying whatever he says on the newspaper. Why are you interested in that, Baba? That is not where I'm going. Now, on the issue of the security, everything is in the hands of Tinubu. And I know it's left to him. My concern this morning is about these banks, the way they are charging us. I've just received an SMS from Access Bank now, charging me 165.90 kobo for account and maintenance. I'm a pensioner. I'm going to receive my November pension. On Thursday, they sent another SMS to me of 50 naira. They said it's for electronic and transfer. I have problems with my phone. Most of the transaction I did for last month, I did it on my POS. So please, you person, help us tell the CBN because it appears CBN is sleeping. Like I say, the girls are down. If we are down, as he rightly said, why should we be adding more to our problems? For God's sake. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Tayo. All right, I can feel your pain, especially with some of the charges that you get from the banks.
I don't know where are they bringing those charges
Sometimes
from?
when you get the SMS, and we get them too, Mr. Tayo. All right, we're not excluded. Hello, good morning to you.
Good morning, West Radio.
Good morning, Mr. George from Olugweru. Thank you for calling.
George calling you from Olugweru.
Good morning, sir.
You see, I saw the projection of the Arewa Consultative Chairman saying that the government in power should start making the kidnappers and the terrorists and give them amnesty and start paying them and send them for training like Yaradua did. The thing, it struck me so badly that I was wondering, I said, are we really in a country? What was the problem with Niger Delta that made Yaradua to do what he did? What is these people looking for? What did they ask for? What are they lacking that made them to say they should be killing people and kidnapping people? That you are now saying that is the only thing that can solve the problem. I align that one with Bumi saying that the more you start carrying arms against these people, the more they are going to continue. And it is true, and it's already it's already growing on that line. What do they need? What are the problems Nigeria has committed against them? They must not forget that most of the money we are spending in Nigeria today is coming from oil, and oil is coming from the Niger Delta area. Yaradua knew what he did to bring peace to Nigeria. That is why Nigeria is still existing today. What are we really looking for? That is the problem. It is painful to a person like me because of age and experience as I have lived as a Nigerian. Why do you say we should be begging terrorists? Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. George. Thank you for your perspective this morning on the program. You too can bring in your perspective. You can do that either on Facebook or call in live into the studio. Hello, good morning to you.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning. Your name and where you're calling us. That's Ayo Emmanuel-Ojo.
My name is Ayo Emmanuel-Ojo. Exactly.
All right, good morning and thank you for calling us.
Instead of matter, I agree before the president resigned. When President Obasanjo was there, yes, program started in 2002, but President Obasanjo didn't give them a given space. He was giving them back to back, such that they didn't have time to gather a number already large enough to inflict serious problem on the country. That is number one. Number two is that They are saying that they don't want to outsource the security of the country. Can you tell us the doctor as the secretary of the president? Is it a Nigerian doctor or the one in Paris? The president flies to Paris like he's going to Ikorodu almost every month to go and take care of himself. And you are saying that you are not interested in outsourcing. The president himself is national security. If you can leave your president at the head of another country, then you have already outsourced your national security. I am not of the opinion that foreigners should come and help us to our country. The truth of the matter is that everybody has got their own problems right now. America has got their own problems. Canada has got its own problems. The Nigerian government should rise to the occasion and not just start going. Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you, Abayomi Ajani. Thank you so much for your comment this morning and perspective. That's another view. Asking,
but that's the reality.
Who are the doctors of the president? And the president himself is
a national security,
and his medical concern is outsourced.
This guy in North Korea, he visited a country. Do you know they went with his own toilet, where he will poo-poo? Yes, because they don't want him to poo-poo in a foreign country where they will go and dissect to know the kind of sickness this man has, and everything about him. So when the president is flying abroad for medical care, you have already outsourced the security of that company to a foreign nation.
Let's take this call. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Western.
Hello, good morning. That's Mr. Salami from Awoto. God bless you too. Good morning.
Good morning, Salami.
Thank you. God bless you. See, my take this morning is on the proposed resolution of sponsors of and financiers of
terrorism.
For me, I don't think. I think it's needless, honestly speaking, and I'm beginning to see it as another panel, something that just came and without any achievement, honestly speaking, because what the president needs is that a lot of propaganda and words. The president should just move into action. If he has his record, he has every means in his power to block or to even invite them, question them, even be jail them and worry, shame them publicly, block their source of funds, place embargo on their savings and what have you, so that they will not be able to stop them of funds. We need action now, no longer talk. God bless you.
God bless you too. Thank you, Mr. Salami from Awoto. Thank you so much. We appreciate your views. Now let's take this story. Insecurity. Federal government will soon reveal terrorism finances in the country. We have that story on the Vanguard today. The special advisor to the president on policy communication, Daniel Boala, says the federal government is preparing to disclose the identities of individuals and network funding terrorism in Nigeria. Boala, who spoke during a live television show on TVC on Sunday, said the administration is taking far-reaching decisions on national security that will become evident to Nigerians soon. He noted that terrorism has evolved into a threat that extends beyond national borders and now requires international collaboration to curb its spread. Daniel Boala is talking about international collaboration. Sunday Diary says no international or foreign interference will come into the picture. But the presidential aide further explained the global powers are increasingly recognizing the need to support countries like Nigeria, where extremist groups have become or have attempted to extend their operations. Good morning to you.
Abayomi Ajani again.
All right, thank you, Abayomi Ajani, for calling back.
This is not to make an opinion, it's just to give an advice. There are some people you shouldn't be reading whatever they say, and I'm talking about people like Ayo Emmanuel-Ojo and Daniel Boala. These are serial liars, and I'm just saying that they are liars. I'm saying that they are liars because they are liars. They have told us countless times they won't do here, and tomorrow they will do here. They'll tell us tomorrow they won't do B, they will do B. Ayo Emmanuel-Ojo was telling us that never really worked with Tinubu. Now he's gloating around the world, thanking him for making an ambassador. Daniel Boala once said that he can never work with Tinubu as well when he was campaigning for Atiku in 2023. Today he's saying all sorts. He says that he will soon release the name simply because Nigerians keep quiet. If you keep telling you to release it, You keep asking us questions. So let's just tell you we are going to release it very soon and you quiet. That's it. Don't stress yourself. We just go to another story that I just can enjoy this morning.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much, Ayo Emmanuel-Ojo. Well, let's talk about, like Chukwemeka said this one, let's talk about the issues. All right. And the issue here for me will be the federal government would like to or want to review financiers of terrorism. Chukwemeka, let's get
is it the list given to us by UAE or the one compiled by Nigerian government?
I mean, we're just going to get one.
No,
Would you like to see one?
No.
Which one would you like to see?
The one from UAE.
You don't believe the one from Nigeria?
Nigeria will not give us the comprehensive list.
But after all, we're going to get names.
The one from UAE is what they should give Nigerians, because that one, there was no, it has been there for a long time. Why did they release it for a long time? The one compiled by Nigeria, you will be shocked to see the names of people you will find there. But the one given to us by UAE, they don't have any. All their own is that they want Nigeria they want Nigerians to know who actually is bankrolling this bloodbath. And why I said that this thing there's no end in sight. Imagine people advising federal government to negotiate with terrorists and bandits, pay them. You think that thing will stop? It won't stop, because when children are looking at such elders making such comments, they believe that what they are doing is right.
All right. Very quickly, I'm just going to touch this before we go to the National Assembly or State Assembly story. Donald Trump targeting Nigeria's oil, says Bakare. The serving general overseer of the Citadel Global Community Church, Pastor Tunde Bakare, has claimed that the motive behind President Donald Trump's recent designation of Nigeria as a country of particular concern and his allegation of Christian genocide is the U.S. president's interest in Nigeria's oil wealth. He added that Trump was also keen on Nigeria's role in the value chain of emerging technologies, which he described as a major pillar of the America's leaders' foreign and economic policy. Coming from Pastor Tunde Bakare. It's in the news this morning.
No, I will not dignify what he's saying with a comment. You understand? So let's forget about him. We know one man said that many GOs and mommy GOs and GOs are not talking about genocide in Nigeria because they are eating. And when people are eating, they are not supposed to talk.
All right, you want to pass. Now let's move to state assemblies to move debate on state police. Amid rising killing, mass abductions, and growing security failure across Nigeria, several state House of Assembly have begun moves to consider the creation of state police, a long-debated reform that President Tinubu last week urged the National Assembly to legalize as part of sweeping constitutional amendment. Nigeria has recently witnessed a resurgence of violent banditry and terrorist attacks, while kidnapping syndicates continue to overstretch federal security agencies. With fewer than 400,000 federal police officers policing over 20 million Nigerians, many communities remain unprotected. A vacuum expert says few the worsening insecurity in the country. Let's talk about state assemblies and your expectation. Some state governors, or most state governors, if you ask me, have been calling for local security structure. However, when it comes to state police, you're not entirely sure where they belong. Yes, they talk about policing is local or security is local. And then the answer to that, anyone would say it's state police. But when you see their body language, you're still not sure where they belong and why they may be indifferent about state police. But now that the federal, the president, is already saying that to states that may be interested in doing that, and it's going to the assemblies. What are your expectations? But let's take this call first. Good morning.
Good morning, hi, Chief.
Good morning, Benga Mario. Thank you for calling.
Thank you very much. The question is this: state police they are not capable of containing the kind of terrorists that are waging war against Nigeria as we speak. What training does state police have? What training would they have been given for a period of how many months? See, this is not the best way to go. I'm a kind of person that we need that I'm advocating for getting foreign help. If you can have a foreign help, I'm telling you, we'll be able to contain this bandits. How many are they? We can have a foreign help. I'm telling you. And the federal government said that they want to give us. They will soon name the names of terrorist sponsors in this country. And when you are reading that excerpt, I was just laughing, and I was asking myself, I said, "Latigbawo, since when?" See, they will always be pulling. They knew those people behind this thing, these terrorists. But they will never reveal their names because they knew that if they should do, they will be stepping on toes and it might be affecting their 2027 election process. I'm telling you, that is the policy that is there. But the only thing you can be doing is just to be praying for Nigeria, that war will not overrun Nigeria, and God will make Nigeria to be in peace in Jesus' name.
Amen.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Benga. Thank you for calling.
Ayo, when you say the foreigners should come and help us, yes, they will come and help us for a season. They won't stay here. We still need state police.
Okay, there's another call on the line. Hello, good morning. All right, Abhayami Ajani, thank you for calling back.
Yes, I want to set the record straight again. I understand the process when it comes to amending the Constitution. The Constitution currently says that policing is in the exclusive list, meaning that it's the federal government alone that has an opinion on policing. If you want to change that, if you start from the National Assembly, both houses will approve a change in the current structure. After that, they will now transfer it to the state assemblies for ratification. It is not going to start from the state houses of assembly. Rather, it is going to start from the National Assembly, and it will be transferred to the state houses of assembly for ratification.
Right.
But here, they are telling us that the argument is going to start from, it's like we want to put the cart for the horse. They know exactly what they are. It's about giving us something to discuss. They are not serious about giving us
thank you.
No. I'm coming. Let me put the record straight here. The president said that they should take it to the National Assembly for ratification.
Absolutely.
He said so.
I was going to read.
Go and read. Yes,
go and read that section.
President was right on that score. He said he knew that it will not start from the state, that they should go to the National Assembly. He said it. Go and read what he said during that law on emergency.
Actually, here, the president last week urged the National Assembly to legalize as part of sweeping constitutional amendment.
Yes, he said so.
So, I mean, while they are up to that, the time will not permit. There's an excerpt of a conversation at the National Assembly on this matter. However, I still believe that while they are doing their work, the local state assemblies should also start the conversation on that. Hello, good morning. All right, let's have your thoughts.
The president is not just going to say that in a broadcast. If you want that to happen, there's something they call presidential bill. A letter to that effect will come from the presidency that I, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, President and Commander-in-Chief of Nigeria, of the Office of Nigeria, want you to establish state police. That is how it is going to start. Not just that you are going to put it in the broadcast. No, it doesn't work that way. Nobody's going to work on that because it's not addressing the National Assembly.
All right.
When the president wants to borrow money and he wants the National Assembly to approve, does he say that in the broadcast? No. He will send a letter to the Senate President. He will send a letter to the Speaker. This is what I want. Get it done for me. That is how to do
Thank you. Thank you so much, Abayami Ajan. Because of time, we have to go.
We have to go.
This story, Chukwemeka, just one word to that. Crude for loans, NNPCL battles 8.07 trillion outstanding debt.
Well, NNPC is a cesspool. There are many things we don't know. How can you use 17.5 trillion to secure pipeline? What is inside that pipeline? Is it blood? And you have, in fact, Ayo, let's leave NNPC and their wala.
All right. Federal government ASU enter talks on 40% pay rise. It's in the news this morning. And of course, I won't settle for VP slot, says Rotimi Amici. That's also in the news this morning. India arrest Nigerian over drug supply to 1,975 buyers. There's just a lot going on both at home and outside Nigeria. But like I love to say, let's be the Nigeria we want to see, both in and outside of Nigeria. There's a lot of we're already stigmatized just because you're a Nigerian. Just over the weekend, I saw the video of a popular Nigerian pop star that said he's not proud to be a Nigerian. And when you see issues like this, it becomes worrisome. And Nigerians go outside Nigeria and commit that crime, and then they see the green passport and say, Nigerians.
Because we don't deal with them at home.
We need to change.
No, when we deal with them at home, they go with that mindset that, it's like Nigeria. No. Do you know that in UAE, cult boys are fighting on the street? Because we don't deal with them here. When you don't discipline your child at home, he will go and disgrace you outside. That's exactly what we are going through. When we deal with, because there are no consequences here. For any breach, you can do anything and get away. So they think it's like that outside. That's why they commit all this nonsense. and tarnish the image of everybody.
It is well. God bless Nigeria. Let's be the best version of ourselves. It's a new week, a new beginning, a new month at that, and it's countdown to Christmas. All right, remember, Wells Radio Father Christmas is right. It's about 11 more days to go. 11th, 12th, and 13th of December. 4,000 naira only to bring your children to see Father Christmas. Compliment of the season. Thank you for listening to the show. Have a great and beautiful month. God bless you.
Please listen to this important information. The views expressed by the interviewee in this program are their own and do not necessarily reflect the views or opinions of Wells Radio 89.3 FM or its affiliated entities. Wells Radio 89.3 FM is committed to providing a platform for diverse perspectives and opinions, and the views expressed by guests on our programs are their personal viewpoints. Wells Radio 89.3 FM does not endorse or take responsibility for the content or opinions expressed by individual interviewees and callers. Thank you.